Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys are here. TGIM, pandas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pandas, welcome, welcome. Day trading, good morning, Hugh. Good morning, Donald. Welcome, Zahari. Welcome, Wayne Bicknell. Facundo, good morning. FZen, good morning. Make sure you guys scalp that like button. Also, make sure you drop a GM in the chat. TGIM, thank God it's Monday. Monday. We're ready to rock and roll. We're starting a new series, pandas. I gotta be up front. Though. Hugh's amazed, but I gotta be up front. This big mama took out my PA account, and we're starting over on the stream account. But good news, pandas, we're 90% off. And even better news, pandas, we got big news on Thursday. And even better news, pandas, that means we got a new series going on. A new series. We're doing 4 accounts at one time. We're going to make some life-changing money on this stream. We're going to show that it is possible to make some life-changing money on the stream. But first, we got to pass these 4 evals. And I'll be trading 1 eval, but the news on Thursday is what's going to really help me pass all of them. And I'm going to wait for that. But I will trade 1 with you guys and see how high we can get it. But it won't be copied over. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. The amazing thing is, right, we have BBM 90% off until Thursday, which is perfect timing because Thursday is the big news event. And so we are waiting for the news on Thursday. The CPI numbers will be released. I think whatever happens with the CPI, it's going to move the market. I believe. I could be wrong, of course, but man, I mean, for me, might as well wait because we need a couple trading days on these accounts until we can get them passed anyways to funded accounts. So we're going to go ahead and wait for that. Starting a new series, life-changing money. That's what I should call this this new series, life-changing money. Exponential Trader, good morning. John, good morning. Zahari, up 3 cents. I mean, imagine that across multiple accounts, 10 accounts. That means across 10 accounts, that's 30 cents of profit. It's insane, absolutely insane. Market's about to open. 4 minutes. Thomas Masters asks if you can come transfer the license. Yes, you can. Just email support. Email support at twoleggedpullback.com. All right. Let's see here. Market's about to open in 1 minute here. Gab. Up 3 cents. Let's go. Easy money. Got a trap trade here. It's not a bad place for a trap though. You got a double bottom, or basically a double bottom created here. Not bad. I mean, it's gonna be when the market opens, so it's hard to speed in this trade because you have to hold it throughout. But hold it into the market open. Funky stuff can happen there. Let's sit on my pause. Yeah, if I multiply this across 100 counts, that's like 30 bucks. Actually, it's $3. $30 will be the dream, but it's actually only $3. Our market just open, pandas. It does. The trap does work out for you. Man, the 5-minute chart is just so gappy. So many gaps. Huge gap here never fills. Large gap here as well. Big push up. We got two coupons going at the same, not two coupons, but two promos going at the same time. You got BBM 90% off, and also 50% off resets. Absolutely amazing. Do I want a second entry long here? Maybe. The market will give it to us. We do have a gap here. These gaps typically fill very quickly, especially on the 2000 tick chart when you have the extended hour showing. So you have a gap here. I probably have my mind on this gap, but we're between actually two gaps. If you didn't know already. Okay, second entry long here, but floating in midair. Second entry long. A, B, C. Can't take it. Even though it works out for you, it might work out. It's just it's not off any support. Maybe if you do something like this. No, not even. That second entry long may trap here. Okay, traps, trigger traps. Cody M said just past 5 evals on that trap. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Waybiddles as, hey, by money, did I see you in the Albrooks Q&A? Yes, I was there. I asked one of the questions, actually, that was featured. Question that I've been Actually wondering for a while. Hugh says between two gaps. Okay, this trap my trap. Double trap. I mean, it's going completely sideways right now. Just sitting on my pause here. If I were to take a trade, I want it to be off of some sort of support, not in a trading range. Very small trading range. Actually stops you out if you took that second entry long. Now it's a trap again. So multiple traps here. Traps here, traps here. Two traps in a row. Good signal bar. Good looking signal bar. Doesn't quite touch the 20 EMA yet. And the trading range is very teeny, right? We have a trading range here and it's very small. I would like it if it kind of gave me something like a nice move back down to 20 EMA, creating a wick beneath the 20 EMA, give me a nice signal bar, come back into our trading range. That's how I would like to trade this. But right now, this is just in this tight trading range and it's a little bit confusing. Just sitting on my pause. I mean, chances are this will continue to go up because we're in an uptrend right now. So that's why I'm looking for a long trade, but just not right here. I'm not trying to trade a breakout here. Nice solid green bar. Again, there's a gap down here that I'm going to actually put on the charts. This blue line is a gap that we should fill, right? You can see here the price action. There's a gap here from the close to the open, and remember this is extended hours are shown here. So these fill up very quickly typically, probably within the day. Most likely within today, most likely. Low 70s. Apex needs to widen their international reach. I also agree with that. BBM 90 is just too juicy of an offer. Alright, second entry long here. Looking for one. High or low. It's not even touching the 20 MA. 5-minute chart showing a nice bull bar. 5-minute chart. Bull bar. Huge gap on the 5-minute. I may consider second entry long off the 20 MA here, but this is getting sideways. I need a failed breakdown. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can get it though. Second entry long. Again, ugly. Lots of dojis, lots of overlap. I like the fact that it's a second entry long on an uptrend though. Doji bar, right? It's hard to trade up at this level. It needs to be down here near the 20 MA. At least touch the 20 MA. Notice we haven't touched the 20 MA yet. Second entry long does trigger. It's a small risk. You can take it if you really like the uptrend here. Yep, so shoots up. Makes it easy scalp here. Unfortunately, it just doesn't hit any of our criteria. Just super frustrating. But does make a nice scalp here. Small risk, so I mean, if you like the second entry long with a small risk in an uptrend, saying, hey, I'll take this 10 out of 10 times, then go ahead. That's the thing. Would you take it 10 out of 10 times? My question to Al Brooks was how to manage trades in an always in long situation. Quick disclaimer. So this account I'm trading right now is actually, if you guys remember, I had two accounts running at the same time before this. This is the second account. This is the second account. So I actually have some trades on this, some trading days as well. Okay, we're breaking down now.
Trap. 10,000 tick trap.
Sorry, I'm just paying close attention here. Hugh asks, was I lulled to sleep? No, I mean, it was actually Brad Wolf. It was, if you guys haven't seen it, there was a good Q&A that Brad Wolf held over the weekend too, which is nice. But there's some good participation in there. If you guys haven't seen this already, you guys should take a look. This is a session Brad Wolf held over the weekend, Q&A, people asking a bunch of questions, and you guys may find it helpful. And I wouldn't put it on the chat otherwise. So now we may have a second entry long, but now it's beneath the 20 MA. Could be a trap trade here.
10,000 tick trap.
Some sort of break a trend to new high. But looks like trading range really. I may take a trap here. I don't know, it's hard to say. Okay, now we're pushing down. Yeah, I'm not looking to go long anymore. 50% chance we have a reversal off of the 5-minute chart. Looking for a trap trade, but I'm not sure if we're going to get it. Okay, trap may trigger here. Do I like it? It's okay. It's not quite enough, close enough to the 20 MA, and plus we got 3-4 overlapping bars in a row. So I'm gonna sit on my pause here. Could really push down, but it's just not my entry again. I mean, I think my trading is all about patience, and this is just not an entry for me. Does make a nice move down though. Doesn't quite scalp you out yet. I mean, gives you a perfect okay, there's a scalp. Absolute scalp. And there's a trap. It is what it is. I would love if it was closer to 20 MA. I would love if it bounced off some sort of resistance. Instead, it just shoots straight down. We could maybe make a case just to trade it off of this tight channel. But I'd rather have it closer to 20 MA. I've seen this situation before. That's another reason. Been in this situation many times. Right. Maybe a second entry short. Maybe a decent setup here. Looking for another push down. Cody M says, just pass another eval on the break of the trading range. This blue box. 6-4 today. 6 evals passed today. Let's go, baby. I'm straight up gambling right now. No skill whatsoever. Taking advantage of BBM 90. I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to do it now. I mean, each account is just like $16 for the 50K account. You can make potential thousands of dollars on them, and it's just you're paying $16 to make potential thousands of dollars. I mean, it's a deal you really can't beat. Second entry short that I'm sure I'm going to fail. I'm sure I'm going to fail the second entry short. It looks ugly. Overlapping bars 1, 2, 3, 4. Overlapping bars in a row now. I'm sure I'm going to fail this one. Do not copy my trades. Ugly looking signal bar. Let's say patient pandas, just because, I mean, this is not looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row. Ugly doji, or ugly signal bar, plus not touching the 20 MA. Context is decent to go short here, in my opinion. But the setup is ugly. It just triggered a second entry short trap trade. And watch this day just be all, just never actually giving you a good setup, but all of them work. Just making you think, reinforcing these bad setups could possibly work, and so you next time will take these bad setups. That's the problem with trading. There's too many false positives. Okay, so the second entry short traps. I'm glad I didn't take it. I'd be sweating right now. Your signal bars right here, so you get stopped out if you go one tick above this bar. regardless, I'm glad I didn't take it. I may take another push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. With another attempt down, I may want to take it. That's really tempting to take. Okay. It doesn't actually stop you out. Incredible. Skip it. So you actually still don't make money here because you don't make a 2-point scalp yet. But it's another trap trade. At this point, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars in a row. I'm going to sit on my pause. Looks like it has a good chance of pushing down now. It was hard to tell at the time, though. Perfect scalp made here. I mean, you were saved by one single tick here. Okay, you made your scalp on this trade, but you did have to withstand this micro double top, and it works out in your favor. Break a trend to new low. That's what I was expecting to happen. Just it got really ugly and congested in this area, so it's hard to trade. We may have not made money right now, but that will prevent us from losing money in the future. It's way too congested right here. Way too congested. Matthew Dodd says, after you pass the eval and get the account, are there any requirements to keep the account open? Not really, other than paying the fees. You can pay either the lifetime fee or the monthly fee. If you're new, I actually recommend you pay the monthly fee, because most likely you'll bust your accounts. But if you've been doing this for a while, basically for the 50K account, if you can, yeah, also not failing it. Good observation, Turtle Toes. Another thing you have to do is make sure you don't hit the trailing threshold, or the threshold in general, because the trailing threshold eventually turns to a static threshold if you can get your account up high enough. Going back into our chop zone here. Alejandro says, you got 4 accounts now? Not yet. By Thursday, they most likely will turn to 4 accounts though. Right now, they are evals that I'm showing with you, sharing with you guys, so you guys can see it happen. And I'm gonna trade 1 micro contract on them, and on the news, I will trade them and pass them. Pass all of the accounts. The news is on Thursday, by the way. So that's the thing. I mean, you gotta have 7 trading days anyway, so knowing there's news on Thursday, there's no difference if the news was Thursday or today or tomorrow, because you have to be able to trade 7 trading days anyway. So to me, I'm just trying to stock up. I'm just trying to get some more trading days on these accounts. Getting decent push up here. Interesting. Quite a strong push up here. Interesting. I guess we have a channel here. Peter Cho, thanks for stopping by. Bummer you can't stick around. Matthew Daw says, if I use BBM90 code right now, so the eval will be $16, but when it comes to the actual PA fees, there's no discount for those. So you can either pay $85 a month, or you can pay the one-time fee, which is $140. So if you can keep the account alive longer than 2 months, then it's actually cheaper just to do the lifetime account. Not only cheaper, but it will be there forever, and you'll have no pressure to trade on your accounts. You can seriously just take one trade every week, once a week or something if you wanted to. No pressure. You just need 10 trading days between each withdrawal. That's funky looking price action here. Did not like it at all. This is not, I mean, it's moving, you know, kind of, but lots of overlap throughout the movements. Lots of overlap here, couldn't take a trade. Lots of overlap here, couldn't take a trade. Brian Patrick, what's the monthly fees? $85. $85 flat on every single. Doesn't matter what kind of account you have. The monthly fee is always $85. But the lifetime fees change depending on the account. Booba says, I was told they don't always pay out in cash. Yeah, sometimes they pay you in rubies. Pay you in rubies or favors. They sometimes do that. Say, you can use 3 favors. We'll do anything for you. And the only favor you can't use is ask them. The favor you can't ask for them for cash. But other than that, they'll really do any other favors. So rubies are favors. Sometimes if they can't pay you in cash, I mean, that's what they have to do. Yeah. Of course, that is false. They always pay you in cash. I don't know what else. I don't know where you heard that from, but of course they pay you in cash. Like, what else would they pay you in? Second entry long here. Do I like it? I kind of do. I kind of like the second entry long. What can I say? Or we could be in the beginning of a really strong downtrend. Maybe we just bounced off the bottom of this trading range. Jerry Sanchez asks how to select an instrument for trading. If you're on Ninja Trader, go into the top left of your chart, you'll see a drop down. And there you can see an instrument list. Or you can start typing in, we trade the EMINI here every single day, starting from 9:15 Eastern time. And you can type in ES, and then I think the drop down will populate some other options. Okay, never mind. I'm not looking for long anymore. It's pushing down. This could be the beginning of a strong downtrend. 10,000 tick chart. $10,000 tick chart. From the bottom to the top. And now we're making a lower high here. Perhaps hitting the bottom. Could be a second entry long here as well. Gab says 3 cents. That's my boy. Yeah, I mean, green is green. What can I say? Green is green. This 3 cents might seem a little to you, but I'll tell you right now, if you are red right now, I am doing better than you. Jeez, what is this? Choppy here, strong push down here. This may be the end of this uptrend. It might really start pushing down. Booba says, try to trade Bitcoin micro. Let me see. What's the instrument for Bitcoin? You guys know you guys can trade Bitcoin on NinjaTrader with Apex? But you guys didn't know that. You can only trade micro Bitcoin. I'm looking at the list. I believe you can only trade micro Bitcoin. Yeah, you can only trade micro Bitcoin. That's MBT. MET might be Ethereum. What's MET? It's MBT. $7.23. I guess the currencies are trading 1 month after, so there's no 9.23 on the micro. It'll be 10.23. Oh, 8.23. I see. Type in MBT and then it should show up as an option. Just type in MBT at the top left. That little drop down, select it. Type in MBT and then you'll be able to select it. A drop down. Ron asks, the question is, a 25K better value to trade? It's not bad. It's not bad. I still think the 50K account's better. I like the fact you can trade 10 contracts. Plus, I know the trade threshold's small, but it's better on the 50K. It's still not reasonable, but I think the 50K account, you can get it high enough where you can trade the mini comfortably. Whereas the 25K account, you probably bust it. You probably bust it before anything. Like, it's even for the 50K account, it's hard to trade one EMINI contract, but second entry long on a 5-minute chart. Balancing off the 20 MA. Maybe try to fill a gap here. But second entry long, nevertheless. A, B, C. Kind of push down, looking for one more push down here.
10,000 tick trap.
Could be a breaker trend. New low, possibly. By the way, guys, for those who are just joining, I'm Bye Money. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining. We're trading the EMINI every single day, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time. Using pure price action here. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Right now, we do have BBM 90% off, and it ends this Thursday, which is perfect timing because this Thursday we have the CPI numbers, which potentially could be a make or break your account news event. What I mean by that is literally in one single news event, in one single trade, you can pass virtually any account if you do it correctly. So,
5-minute trap.
Perfect timing for us because we have BBM 90 now. I was going to take that trap, but now I'm deciding, I skipped it because potential breaker trend new low. Also 5-minute chart. We're off the 20 EMA. I might make a second entry long on the 20 EMA here. 10,000 tick chart may create a trap trade. Second entry short right now. Is it short or not too short? I feel like not with the outside bar reversal. Now it's getting overlappy. It's getting a little bit choppy. I like a nice signal bar, but now it's overlapping with this bar. Now it's a doji, even harder. Rocker says, on a PA count, does a 30% rule apply to just an individual trade or for entire day's trade, entire day? It's like, it's a weird balance because you're like, sometimes you don't want to make too much money, but really 30% rule is to prevent, like I've never seen them enforce it. They only really are trying to prevent people for just trading, like just going all in on one trade and then just scalp, like, and just basically doing micro trades until they can withdraw. And so in that sense, you got the 30% rule to prevent that from happening. They don't mind you going crazy on one trade. You just got to be able to do it consistently multiple times. So basically, they want to be able to differentiate those who are trying to get lucky and those who actually have a strategy. So, I mean, you could trade large. Just got to trade large consistently. The 30% rule is essentially on a PA account. If you make more than 30% of your account balance in one single day, then they have the right to deny your withdrawal. So that means that let's say you make $10,000. I'm just using 10,000 as a number because it's easy to use. Let's say you make $10,000 and you want to withdraw. In one single day, if you made $3,000, then they have the right to deny that withdrawal. But they said basically, well, that's fine. You just need to get the account high enough where that one single day is no longer 30%. So it's not like they're going to close your account down. They're just going to deny that withdrawal and say you can try again. Just until you can get your account high enough. So it's that one single day is no longer 30% of that day. Second entry long does trigger on the 5-minute chart, which is giving this nice push up here. 5-minute chart, second entry long. A, B, C. It's actually a Pikachu trade, which is nice if you're trying to go long. The risk is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point risk. 1, 2. You get your 2-point scalp, but you're looking for at least 3.5 points there. At least half the risk for scalping. Coming back up. Okay. Interesting. Coming back to this area where it bounced off last time. John says, think I screwed up. Just made 1075 on first day trading on a new peak. I wouldn't sweat it. I really wouldn't sweat it. If they deny your withdrawal, I don't think they will. But, you know, it's like I don't think any red flags will really go off unless you did it like, I don't know. I really don't think it's gonna be a problem. I'd be surprised if they deny your request, especially if you had reasons why. Like if you can explain to them clearly, like, yeah, this is what trade. It's just that day just happened to be a really good day for my setup. It is what it is. It's kind of funny because you're like, oh dang, I messed up. I made too much money today. It's kind of funny. It's like it's never a mistake usually when you make a lot of money. Okay, it's hard to find a good setup here. I really haven't found one yet. Let's go over the news this week while we wait for this market to give us a setup that we like. No news today, but this week we got news on Thursday, CPI numbers and unemployment claims. That's at 8:30 a.m. I for sure will be ready for that. And 8:30 a.m. on Friday, you got the core PPI numbers, which is also potentially big news. But other than that, we got no news, at least high impact news. Yep. People don't know, but the slowest time of trading is actually in the summer. So slow, typically. So a 50K account, you can't make more than how much in theory per day? Well, on a 50K account, you just get, the minimum, you need to withdraw is 2,600. So let's say you make exactly 2,600, you divide that by, you multiply 2,600 times 0.3, 780. So if any day you make more than 780 and you withdraw exactly 2,600, then they have the right to deny your request. Will they? Probably not. But they have the right to do it. Again, it's really to prevent people from just going crazy and just start trading micros. If they start seeing that you just made $3,000 in one day, and then you start trading micros the rest of the time, and you try to make a withdrawal, they'll most likely deny you. That's the scenario they're trying to prevent. John Q says, you have to have Daryl for dinner. You have to go on a date with Daryl. And if you can adequately explain your strategy and why you made so much money just that one single day, and why your strategy calls you to trade micros the rest of the time, then then he'll be okay with it. He'll give you the okay. David asked, Panda, did you say that like last week that Apex has big news later this week? Not Apex. Apex doesn't have big news. It's just going to be big news in general. Yeah, big news in the market. Apex I mean, the big news has already happened. We got 90% off. I mean, what bigger news do you need than that? But we're going to look for 4 accounts here. We're going to try to make life-changing money on the stream. I'm telling you, the reason why I have 4 accounts is because I always use example with 4 accounts. I think it's the easiest. Because 4 accounts basically means that if you can make $100 per day, at the end of the year, you can make 6 figures. How does the math work? Well, it's simple. It's so easy. It's basically you multiply 4, the amount of accounts you have, times the amount of trading days there are, 250, and that equals 1,000. Then you get that number and multiply it by what you make on average per day, which is say $100, which is just 1 scalp a day. Then you can make $100,000 in 1 year, 6 figures. And that's life-changing money for a lot of people. Matthew Dawes says, how many contracts would you be comfortable trading with one 50K account? Because even though you can trade 10, it would probably be bad to trade that many, right? Because of risk busting it. Yes, 100%. So what's comfortable margins to have trading one E-mini? Typically, the rule of thumb is you never risk more than 2% on any trade of your entire account balance. So that means that we typically risk about 4 points per trade max for me, and that means that's $200. I'm willing to risk $200 in every single trade, and so that means that 2%, $200 is 2% of one number, 10,000. So you have one E-mini for every $10,000. That's the general rule of thumb. General rule of thumb: every $10,000, you can trade one E-mini, or for every E-mini, you should have $10,000 of margin. Now, with that being said, that is like the conservative amount. If you want to be a little more risky, I'm okay with trading one E-mini for every $5,000. So I'm willing to risk 4% on any trade. But obviously, with the 50K account, your trading threshold is only 2,500. So even though it's a 50K account, you have to really treat it like it's a $2,500 account. You know, that's the thing about the prop firms. Like, don't let the number of the account size really mess you up. What's most important is the size of the trading threshold and how many contracts you can trade. Everything else is pretty irrelevant, in my opinion. So they can say, like, here's $1 million account. Well, you can only trade one contract on it, and your trading threshold is $1,000. Who cares if it's $1 million funded? It doesn't matter. Only thing that really matters is the fact that you have how many contracts you can trade and how big your trading threshold is. So you can basically treat every account really of the size of the trading threshold. So the 50K account really is, they're basically giving you $2,500 to trade with, which is a lot. Obviously, it's a lot, because if you were to bust your account and you put your own money in, then every single 50K account, you're essentially losing $2,500. And I'd rather lose $16, right, with the, basically because of BBM90 makes your 50K account $16, versus losing $2,500 on my own money. So in my opinion, it's virtually risk free. And so, but because 2,500 is so small, you technically should not really be trading even one E-mini on that. You should be trading micros, and the calculation of micros, for every $1,000 you should have one. For every micro, you should trade $1,000, or if you're going to be more aggressive, for every one micro, you should trade $500. So you can trade up to 5 micro contracts. That would be a reasonable amount to trade with, but we all know everyone here is not patient enough to trade any type of micros unless you're just trying to get trading days. We know everyone on this channel, we're all degenerates here. So what we're trying to do is I am trying to get my account high enough with aggressive trading early on in the PA, so I can create that buffer of $5,000, and from there change my account or my contract size to basically one contract. That's the idea of, for me, how I like to trade. Why do they care about 30% rule? Because for the first $25,000, they give you 100% of the payout. So that means that they don't make money on the first $25,000 you make on your account. But they wanted to make sure whatever you withdraw or whatever you do, if you ever can get to 25,000, that you do it in a proper way. Matthew, I heard that. I hope that answers your question. See, I'm not just trying to tell you like the straight up number. I'm trying to kind of tell you the thinking, the thought process behind why that number is used. So I could give you the quick answer. Basically, you could ask, should you trade 10 contracts on the 50K account? The quick answer is no. Lou Diamond, realistically, how much do they make off blown evals versus their 10% cut of profitable traders? I would say probably 90%, 10%. Maybe even I have no idea. I literally just made that number up. But if I were to give a number, I would say 90%. They probably make it off blown evals and fees, and 10% they've actually probably found some good traders that can make them some real bamboo. We don't have any type of setup here. This is disgusting. Austin, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, let's just say this. Creating a new account for them is virtually free, I think. Them to create new accounts for you is virtually free. This is why they don't care really. How they're looking for volume rather than like getting a lot for one single thing. But I think it's genius that they created the PA lifetime fee. That's really genius on their part. It's so smart. So smart. That was probably the best move they made in like business wise. That's probably the best move they could make. It's actually really smart. Because they probably looked at the numbers and realized most people like bust their PA accounts at a certain amount of time, so they can entice people to pay like a lifetime fee, and they know that at the because people. I'd be surprised if they don't have an actuary. Like they need to have like a team of actuaries to look at all their stats, and go over what is the best price to put everything at, and also what is the best like deals they can give. I really think they need like actuaries to like work models with them and using all their data. I mean, they have a farm of data. They are farming data right now. They are farming data from everybody, and I think they can really create some amazing models to best efficiently or best effectively price their products. And if they don't, then man, it's amazing. Getting real choppy here now. Floating midair. Could be a strong uptrend day today. Sure, why not? Always in long on the 5-minute, maybe. I mentioned there's another gap that needs to be filled, and there's a gap here on August 2nd or August 1st. Huge gap here again. This is extended hours, so you can see that this price gapped down. This was when the credit got downgraded. And we may try to fill that gap. It's way up there though. Let me put a line. I'm gonna make the line gold. This is the golden line here. Gold. Make the width 2 so we can't miss it. This is the golden line right here. It's quite a bit of ways, but it's the golden line. Most likely we'll come back to fill it. Ralph Gruns actually asked what an actuary actually does. Amazing. Ralph Gruns says he said that when he went to the men's room with 3 urinals, he would tell people to use the one on either end because there was 50% less chance of someone peeing on his foot. This guy's a genius. It's an absolute genius. That statistical model needs to be released to the public right now. Boo Boo, man, I'm about to put you on timeout, man. You gotta chill out. You gotta really chill out. You gotta stop repeating your questions. You gotta stop bombarding the chat. But Apex is the best. It's the cheapest and best products. Best customer support. And all around, it's just the best platform. Anyone who uses Top Step has a real smooth brain. We call them smooth brainers here. Brains are too smooth, it's like ice. Just slips right off. Slips right out their heads. Anyone using Top Step and tries to convince me that Top Step is better in terms of their product, their brain is so smooth. You just cannot convince me otherwise. Put in the chat if you think Top Step is you got change my mind. Change my mind. Apex is the best prop firm. Patrick's brain is so smooth. It's like frictionless. It's like a physical anomaly. Features says it's the trailing drawdown that gets them. Lewis says, you're saying Matt and Patrick would lie to me? I'm just wondering, why don't they get on the Apex train? I don't understand. Like, they need to get off that Top Step. They just need to jump on Apex. I mean, I like my platform with Apex, obviously. I don't want them to come in because there will be some competition, but hey, the more the merrier. All boats rise with the tide. Boo, we just gotta stop repeating your questions. I'll get to them if I can. If I don't get to it, then you'll live. You'll live. Trust me, it's okay. You won't die. It's okay. You just gotta let it go. I'm not gonna be able to answer every single question, nor respond to every single comment. Not because I don't have time, but because I just don't want to. Simple as that. Obviously, I have all the time in the world because this price action is absolute trash. I might be happy with my 3-cent profit here today. Kylie versus I want the trailing drawdown to be at 50%, go up $100,000, and then drawdown only comes up 500. Okay, I see. That's interesting. The trailing threshold, I think people struggle with it because I think the only reason you would really struggle with it is if you trade very large, like too large. I think the trailing threshold is completely fine in terms of if you just trade kind of, it's hard to say. It depends on everyone's strategy. If obviously your strategy requires you to have big swings, then the trailing threshold it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. But it's really to prevent, like in a sense, it's a good thing because it prevents people from doing just home run trades. That's the idea. Trailing threshold, like if you do like 20 contracts, like let's say 20 contracts, the trailing threshold is to stop people from just going all in and then trying to pass their account. So that's the reason why I like the news, and I like the fact that Apex allows you to trade news because the trailing threshold really won't affect it because it moves so fast and so much that the trailing threshold won't really be affected. It won't really have an effect on your trade. That's why I like the news trades, and that's why I like Apex because they allow you to trade news for evals. Hugh says the only time I'm bothered by the trailing threshold is when you get tick shotted and then stopped out. So it's like you made the scalp and then lost double your money. That's true. That's probably the worst case scenario. Top Step's not even accepting new members. All the smooth brainers like zombies trying to make accounts at Top Step. Come over to Apex. It's much better over here. Trust me. They never denied. They say more accounts the better. You want 100 accounts? Come on in. But Top Step's like the max amount of accounts you can have is like 4 or something, or 3? Was it 4 or 3? 3 or 4. Not only that, it's like their withdrawal process is actually very weird too. But I get it. Trailing threshold. It's annoying, but you got to make eval somewhat annoying. You got to make eval somewhat difficult because the whole point of it is to filter out, right? To evaluate. That's the whole point of the eval. You want to evaluate people. You got a trap trade here. Do I like it? Not the worst trade. Not the worst trade. Not the best trade. Not the worst trade. Main reason because I feel like we have only one breakout trend. Let me look for a new high. Unless this is the breakout trend to new high. This could be a decent trap trade. Do I need content, pandas? Do I need some content right now? skip it. Cancel. Harja says, I subscribed 150k tops up at 150k now. Just testing it's a good price. I don't know why you got tested as a good price. I don't think you need to actually. Anyways, got 15 Apex, 150k accounts, all at 158k. Just take it easy. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. BBM 90. Take advantage of it while it still lasts. BBM 90. 90% off. 90% off. That means you can make a $16 investment in yourself. $16 investment to basically have a free license with NinjaTrader or Tradeovate, a free data, and also, all right, this trap fails, and also the ability to potentially gain thousands of dollars. I mean, invest in yourself. Do it. $16. It's worth it. What's the worst that can happen? You lose $16. That's legitimately the worst that could happen. And if that's a lot of money to you, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but I'm just saying if you're in this business, $16 is very little money. Pushing higher, that failed trap. Good thing I skipped that. I felt like the 5 minute was always in long. No setups, pandas. I'm sorry. No legitimate setups here. Whoa. All right. Maybe always in long on the 5-minute chart. Strong bull bar and it's high. You had this indecision bar, pause bar, and then people started buying. And I don't know if it really always in long. It's just hard to say, really. Like if you went long here, you have to be able to withstand the risk of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-point risk. If you're willing to risk that, could be, but that's your proper risk there. Brian Patterson made a little over $1,000 today on 3 trades. Thanks for everything. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Ubu says, can you trade Rhythmic or Tradeovate? You can trade Tradeovate from your cell phone, I believe. They have a mobile platform. I could be wrong. I don't use Tradeovate. But Rhythmic, you have to remote into your computer. That's the only way to do it. So technically, yes, you can do them both, but it's a little clunky with Rhythmic. Just untradeable price action, in my opinion, and it's just one of those days. We got a nice move up, nice move down. Now another move up. Might be trading range at the end. Might come back down. I don't know. The thing is, a 5-minute chart amazingly actually just bounces off the 20 MA and really doesn't look back. Irizani says Tradeovate is way better than Ninja. Tradeovate probably is pretty nice. Ninja Trader does own Tradeovate. I guess I'll look for a trap trade in this area if we get one. I'll wait for a trap to set up here. If we don't get it, then I'm going to end the stream. But I'm going to wait a little bit for a trap set up here. Looking for a move back down. Thinking that this is really going to be some sort of trading range day today. And I'm going to try to bank on it. See if we can get it, Pandas. Gonna wait for this setup. It may take like a couple minutes, but if we get it, I think it'll be a decent setup and good context here. Kyle Lubers with the super chat, $4, appreciate it. Thanks for the coffee.
10,000 tick trap.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, man. It's just sometimes trading is it's tough, you know. It's tough, and super chats like that really make this worth it, you know. Not because of the money, but just because I know you guys appreciate what's happening here, and sometimes it's hard to tell. And it's just good to be reminded, so I really do appreciate that. It goes a long ways. I'll let Mrs. Panda know. This one, today's coffee will be from Kyle Lubers. Appreciate it. We may get our setup here, actually. Fail second entry long. Beneath the 20 MA. Most encouraging community verified. Let's go, baby. John asked what time frame. Look at the top right of your screen. You can see which time frame we're in. Boo Boo says up 1,400. Thanks for the info. Gotta fly plane to San Fran. Let's go, baby. Congratulations. Let's see if we can get our setup panels. We might actually get it here. Fail second entry long. Dinesh says, I can't seem to find the one-off payment for the Apex account. Any idea? Make sure you message Apex support. They're pretty good. They're honestly pretty good at responding to things like that. Just show them like, oh, this is a payment I didn't do, or I didn't get an account for this payment. Let them know, and then yeah. Fail second entry long, pandas. Is it possible where we'll get a setup today? Is it possible? Trap on a 10,000 tick, trap on the 5-minute chart. I'm skipping both of them. Complete chop here. I'm on one trade. I'm gonna swing it. I like the setup. Terrible price action right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 overlapping bars in a row. I'm going for a 1-to-1 trade here. At least 1-to-1. This is the setup I was looking for. Failed second entry long. I called it a while back. We finally got it, so I gotta take the setup that I called several minutes back. So, and if it gives it to me, I'll take it. I'll take it. I will scale up into this trade. I'll lean into it. If we get a trap here and then it pushes down again. It's not moving very much. It's actually moving very little here. It's such a small candle on a breakout of this trading range. Makes me a little bit worried. Looking for a one-to-one here. Perfect scout made. Absolute scout made. Ooh, almost gives me my one-to-one. Almost. Almost gives me my one-to-one. Not quite there yet. Let's go, baby. Got my bamboo today. 1-to-1 risk-reward ratio. I'll take it. That's the setup that I was waiting for. If you guys remembered, I drew it out. A, B, C, A. Trap trade. Who else can call the setup like that, anticipate it, and take the trade perfectly from beginning to end, 15 minutes before it even happens? Who can do that? No one else but Bye Money. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing rest of your day. And I'm not copying it. I did on purpose, because on Thursday we're gonna pass all our accounts. Doesn't even matter. So Thursday it's gonna be crazy. But for those who want to see the setup here, got a trap trade, 1-to-1 risk reward ratio, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Trade safe, everyone. As always, happy trading. God bless. I'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early, 9 o'clock for the pre-market show, 9:15 for the mainstream. I'll see you guys then. As always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.